Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the first carry for Bush. And some room to roam now. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there on the first play of the game. Give him 52 yards on the ground. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Boy, the run on 1st down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
It's a gain of 5. 3rd and 10.
From the gun, Vick. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Certainly not what they wanted defensively. We're hoping to hold them to a field goal. Instead, they're able to convert the 3rd and long here on the opening drive.
So not only was it a flipping field position and a flipping fortunes, but how about mentally? You just described it. They were hoping to force them into a field goal there. Instead, they give up the big gain, and now it's 1st and goal. The offense has got them on their heels.
They'll try again down here with Bush. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. He goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. The career leader in field goals made knocks that one through. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. James. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side. It's James. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And 6.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Three 0 after one on EA Sports.
Chiefs 3, Seahawks 0.
To throw on third down, Vick. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Cromartie. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
It's now third down and long.
Throwing on third and long. Vick, and going deep for Hill. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Lawrence Taylor. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lawrence Taylor able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
Third and long.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Operating from the gun, Vick, and the pressure gets to him again. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield. And there he goes! Reggie Bush, the 40. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Reggie Bush, 81 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Morton Anderson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards the pickup there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Ricky Jackson able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On third down, Vick. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
It's fourth down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On first down, it's Bush. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On second down, it's Bush. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
From the 30 on second down, Vick. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Vic to throw it. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Dallas, Texas is the spot, 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Michael Vick. And that is incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That one complete to Hill. And all the way down to the 29.
kickoff for Seattle.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll start here with Jackson. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing, Vick. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. 45 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Vick escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Is good. Makes the score Raiders 7. Seahawks nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They'll try the left side. It's James. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 3rd down, Vick. Throwing left side, it's complete. And down to the 11. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And here's a handoff out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from it.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
After the sack on 1st down, Vick. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. 2nd quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Throwing on 3rd and long. Vick being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's got room. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Well, when he feels the pressure, naturally he likes going to his left, as most left-handed quarterbacks do. But this time he tries to let this go on the run, and it's going to wind up getting intercepted.
They'll run on 1st down. James. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Vick. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
The Seahawks 1st down.
On 1st down, it's James. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
A 2-yard gain on the
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him to just a couple and force a 3rd down.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on third down. From the shotgun, it's Vic. The Raider defense strong on that one. Coverage, and now it's fourth.
Jimmy Graham, incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on fourth down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, this from 37. And Myers able to knock it through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Vic. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Vic readies to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Vic now from the 50. Going to throw right side here, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the 3rd down conversion. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
In the end zone. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Vic. That is his caught. Touchdown, Raiders. DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. And that makes it 14-10.
Extra score. Raiders 14, Seahawks 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. This will be the final play of the half. Vick. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk? He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Marr now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Is good. Makes the score Raiders 21, Seahawks 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded right around the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right?
Brought down back at the 32.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Vick. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That third down conversion good for 23.
First down.
And how about that throw? We saw a combination of elite arm strength and obviously the ability to move the sticks with that completion. But it's the way that he throws the ball. So compact. Yet the ball comes off of his hand, and it just whistles to the receiver.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Vick. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 3rd down. Vick. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down. They'll run on 1st down. Alexander. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
A gain of 5 brings up
2nd and 5 now. Vick throwing the out route incomplete. That's Alexander. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. On 3rd down. It's James, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Edgerrin James, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And he fires one that's intercepted. Ronnie Lott, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And now look at him go. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
16.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground.
All you got to do is look and learn.
He'll
Look and
have
learn,
a
baby.
first down past the 40. He's at the 40, the 20, and he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders, 57 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now the rookie second-round pick, this is Cam Akers. And they'll get him down right around the 16. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 16-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Vick now. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Now here's Vick. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and goal.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run for it with Bo. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here, 3rd and goal. They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Gain of 18 on the play. 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Vick. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Alexander. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. A 1st down throw coming for Vick. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Devin Bush in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. On 3rd down, Vick. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. There he goes, right side.
Bring it!
And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute